Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Call here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I had such a fun time yesterday. I believe Fortnite had a live event, and also Summer Game Fest happened. It was pretty awesome just seeing all the games, including Guild Wars 3 announcement, which was really, really impressive. This is just a lot of video games just look amazing for 2026 and 2027. Definitely had fun doing that event. And then we're left with sadly Wizard101, which has been going off the rails lately. I'm not even logged into Wizard101 right now just because I don't feel it. We did the new raid yesterday, which was pretty fun. I actually like the new raid. It's really complex, so I wouldn't recommend newcomers to get into it. But we actually discovered a glitch where guild visitors can indeed actually enter the raid gate and actually go raiding with the guild. I gotta find the picture for it somewhere. But yeah, this person's name was like Ren, and they were part of like a totally different guild. It was actually kind of funny. I don't even know if that's a bug or a glitch, even though in the patch notes they say that guild visitors can't raid. Kind of caught us by surprise. But yeah, if you do have your guild visitor thing open during a raid, just do keep that in mind. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Wizard 101. And this comes in from community manager Mickey, which has honestly just been doing as much damage control as possible. I'm not gonna read this entire thing because most of it is just like the same old jargon over and over again. But if you type in the free code community, which is honestly kind of funny, you basically get like I think a free pet. Yeah, the pet bundle reward that includes the Dread Grimoire pet for Wizard 101 and Majestic Sea Dragon pet for Pirate 101. So there you go. If you want to type that in, have fun with that. And then we've also got some additional pack rewards, and you'll get the codes for that during the June KI Live, unless they decide to cancel it, because you know how KI likes to get. But yeah, most of the stuff I'm just gonna like skip over because again, it's just like the same old jargon, like, and that will provide specific measurable actions were taken to address your recent feedback, blah blah blah. State of the games. Our next State of the Games has wrapped up filming, but the releasing timing didn't feel right, blah 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 blah. Clear concerns, blah blah blah. You requested that we put it on hold, blah 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 blah. Pretty much same thing as per usual, as you see the red tomato and the poop emoji here. So yeah, a lot of players aren't really buying it this time around. And then community manager Mickey put this on the KI Live. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to put this in the announcement. But anyway, this happened yesterday. He says, "Hi everyone. After consulting with KI leadership, we pushed back the state of the games a little bit so we can focus on the serious feedback going on regarding the recent Wizard 101 update. Blah 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 blah. A simple recap isn't what we need right now. Isn't what you need right now. And these videos are for you to know what's up, blah, blah, blah. Morpheus says, please start putting these announcements in the designated announcements channel. Not everyone checks here or update feedback for updates like this. And this is getting increasingly annoying, especially considering you keep promising increased transparency and communication from the community and dev teams. For that matter, it wouldn't even be that hard to put it in both places." Yeah, I don't know what's going on with KI. It's like the whole company is like derailing at this point, and we could sit here for hours just talking about everyone complain. I mean, it's been going off the rails. Like, and I understand that console players might see PC players as like too complaining, but here's the thing for you console players, right? Whatever updates that we get are basically the updates that you get. So for the whole exclusive pet and the pet kiosk thing, that's going to happen to you guys soon. And soon you guys won't be able to have that as well. And so soon, vice versa, you'll also have the same outrage, except it will probably be like a year or 2 years by then. Because if you guys don't know, Wizard 101 console is severely delayed, like really, really delayed. And understandably, it has to go through the certificates. We've talked about this for so many months. However, usually we get content before them, and it takes them just so long. Like, they recently just got like the Ghastly Raid update, and that came out all the way in 2025, and we're already at like the new summer raid for 2026. And keep in mind, Wizard 101 console still does not have the Darkmoor update. Right now, only Wizard 101 Europe and Wizard 101 North America have Wizard101 Darkmoor at the bare minimum. And we're literally about to get a new world pretty soon as well. So, yeah, Wizard101 console is a little behind. So, if you're a console player, I would simmer down a little bit on who you be talking to. So, anyway, does KI listen to feedback? The answer is clear. No. We warned KI about these kiosk changes multiple times before this update this week. Did the KI listen? No. Below, I'll link some examples. Here are the update feedback channels right here. Here I'll link lead design claiming that he's still gathering feedback. What more needs to be gathered? Had you listened to the feedback during the test run, this wouldn't have happened. Yep, facade, the newest announcement, has no merit, just another false promise to save face. No specific or measurable actions other than complete reversal of the kiosk changes should be tolerable. It was a cornerstone of what the community was capable of. You guys simply removed on a whim despite multiple protests, all of that money. Yep. Have the devs forgot that this exists? This is in-person hatching. Why can't they add it to the kiosk and allow all exclusives back in? It just feels like the devs forgot about this feature, as they probably only spawn in pets nowadays. I won't fall for that announcement until the kiosk changes are reverted. Simple. It wasn't a bug. They just wanted to mess with us. Guys, do you think it's possible we can have a reset to name and change gender, maybe a higher price point? That would be cool. Myth used to be unique with their minions, but now any school can learn them, so what's the point of the Myth school? School identity has been dead for a long time. Yeah, we can just keep going on and on with the update feedback. And here's the thing, and I think here's another one by Courtney. By the way, Courtney's a W content creator. Check her out. First of all, I never really post on Wizcord for the fear of getting blasted for being a content creator. However, I need to put my 2 cents in. I've been a player of Wizard101 since 2008 in the beta. I've made YouTube content starting in 2009 and slowly transitioned to live streaming around 2012 to present time. I've been through literally every drama: new employees, new devs, new community managers, and new community members. I've made countless friends and even some enemies, but my passion has always been to make fun, informative Wizard101 content. However, I'm afraid that ship has sailed. I no longer have that burning desire to play the game, let alone make content for it. You have devs who talk back condescendingly towards the people who literally fund your game. You rage bait them, talk secretly behind their backs, and ignore constructive criticism. You then delete the comments because you don't want to face the music. I'm in the extra credits. We've had zero communication with the community managers, so much so that I felt the need to reach out and, in my opinion, got a subpar response. It's clear, at least to me, that the devs do not care about their content creators. Actually, let me rephrase that. They are biased towards certain ones. I've been so afraid to speak my mind on this topic, but I'm simply fed up now. These updates have been horrible. There was literally nothing to do. Removing the exclusive pets honestly did it for me. There are, once again, game-breaking bugs, and you wait over a week to fix it. I play other MMOs, and they have those bugs fixed the same day. Your community, your players are giving you feedback, yet you ignore it, and you implement features they don't want instead of doing the things that they do want. Games don't grow from that. They die. And if it continues this same way, I don't see Wiz lasting any much longer. This game has been a part of my life for 18 years. I don't want to see it going down this path. And I mean only can the devs fix it. Pretty good stuff. W Courtney. But yeah, you see the passion. And here's the thing. The thing is, like, when people make these comments, you get labeled as like a Wiz hater. But the thing is, if you praise Wizard101, then you're considered a Wizard101 bootlicker. But here's my sense. If you're not being this vocal about the game and you're just being like willingly ignorant, then I feel like you actually never cared about the game whatsoever. Because a lot of people have made some really valid points. Like, these are some significant valued points. Like, people aren't hating or like doing any of that. Like, this is like what people have. Like, this is what people are talking about. Community manager Mickey also said yesterday that, hi everyone, quick note, I synced with our mod team to lighten up on moderation that happens here. While we greatly appreciate constructive criticism, blah, blah, blah. Completely valid feedback. Please continue. Emma and the team are reviewing all the feedback. I'm sure they're not. And even if you do whatever. I also understand words need to action follow up, and don't expect the above to be fixed with a band-aid for your frustration. I hear you. We'll have more to say soon, which is KI's iconic word, soon. That seems to be like their favorite word, like soon, coming out, soon. And usually soon just means like nothing, or it's just like they have no ETA on it. And honestly, I feel bad for Emma and Mickey because they are both relatively new community managers that kind of got thrown into this community. And it's just kind of unfortunate how, the summer update kind of just imploded and how they're kind of doing a little bit of damage control. I feel bad for them. I really do. It's just really sad and it's really depressing. I just hope for the best. Also, we got one from Rebecca, the one and only. I'll put my 2 cents. I'll put my cents here. As much as I love playing this game, the summer update hasn't been great. I logged on the first day to see the new gear, but it looked ready to be released. And then I find out the gear wasn't posted to be ready. Pet kiosk changes for exclusive pets to be removed. Yeah, not great either. Only thing that's good that came out of this update was increasing the search for the talent, but that's about it. And I'll say this about the whole pet talent thing in the pet kiosk, right? That was already a feature a long time ago. Actually, when they first came out with the whole pet kiosk, you could search for more than just 2 pet talents at a time. And also the hatch kiosk like changes or the cost to hatch pets were actually significantly lower. And then for literally zero reason, they just messed that up. They made it so you can only search for 2 pet talents. They also made it to where it costs a lot more gold just to hatch with pets. And it just never made sense to me how now in 2026, how they brought that feature back. Well, okay, you can search up 2 pet talents now, or at least more than 2 pet talents in the kiosk, which again, that doesn't make sense to me because now you're backtracking because you previously had that before, then you removed it, and now you're bringing it back again. So I assume that in a couple of years, they're probably going to take that back again and make it to only like you can search up 2 pet talents yet again. So it's like KI, and I mentioned that in my other video, like make up your mind on these updates because every time you're always touching something, it seems like you just can't make up your mind. Right? Same thing with Spellman, same thing with Beastman, same thing with the Bazaar. Like, make up your mind on how you want to produce content and how you want that content to be utilized, right? Like you mentioned that the whole guild visitors can't do raids, but we had a guild visitor in the raid with us. That doesn't make any sense. Like, make up your mind on this content. And this a bug or a feature? Nobody knows anymore because you're making it so confusing for everyone. And that's the frustrating part. Not only that, but you're also not paying attention to update feedback, with people saying that you're actually deleting some of the constructive criticism as well, which would not even surprise me if that did happen. But it's not like they're gonna read it either way, so I guess it doesn't really matter if they delete it or not, right? You had the fishing feedback tab right here as well. Is that going to amount to anything? Probably not, right? Beast Moon circles are still broken. What's going on with that? Like, what is going on with this game? If you're a console player seeing this, this is actually concerning. The game of this quality is not great. It took them so long just to fix the whole team up kiosk on console, right? Can you imagine if there was another massive bug that happened for console and it takes some months just to figure out the fix or at least get through the whole process to fix? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So, yeah, in my opinion, this entire update should have just been scrapped because it has done a lot more negative than positive. And there are some positives in there that I'll make a separate video about, but it's kind of being overlapped by all the negative. And it's sad because it just seems like every update nowadays is so anti-player nowadays. Like right now, we have the membership benefit of a free trading point buyback, but for players like me, that doesn't really matter because back then I took advantage of upgrading spells so that I can save up a little bit on training points. Right now, I'm not gonna reset my training points because I don't want to have to spend like 70 training points just to get the faint card, right? Like I'm never going to reset my spells or my points ever again just because of that change they did in the spring update. And it's get like again, these updates are starting to get to the point where people are noticing and people are just fed up. And like I said, you can be a bootlicker if you want, but it's like if you're not going to voice at least one of your concerns, and I feel like you never actually enjoyed the game to begin with. Like it's not just people complaining just to complain. These are passionate players. And players that are this passionate, when they feel like that their discussions or at least their feedback is not being heard, they're going to leave. And that's just a problem with the company in general. And like I said, the only way that they would truly ever listen to quote unquote feedback is if people just start leaving the game and just stop buying everything, right? And sadly, that's kind of hard to do because the second they drop a new pack, everybody spends their wallet and buys it. Or whenever there's a new bundle, they just go out and buy it. Or whenever there's a new world, everybody buys the packs. It's like, it's never going to end. The cycle is never going to end unless the players just figure it out. It's a whole thing. Please revert the kiosk changes. As a community leader who helps players prepare for raids and endgame content, I think these kiosk changes are a major step back forward. The pet kiosk wasn't just a convenient feature, it was one of the best accessibility systems in Wizard101. It allows players to work toward their goals independently without needing private connections, Discord servers, or tracking down strangers for lens. With new raid content releasing, players need access to modern raid focused pets more than ever. Instead, many of the pets players actually need have been removed from the kiosk while outdated pets remain. The reality is that most players don't want to spend hours hunting down the right person and coordinating lens. They want to log in, search for the pet they need, and start making progress. It's also frustrating because many players spend countless hours farming exclusive raid pets, weaving pets, and other desirable pet bodies specifically because they could be shared through the kiosk. This change devalues that effort and makes endgame preparation significantly harder. If the goal is to monetize exclusive pets, there are better ways to do that than removing kiosk access from everyone. Even a separate system for truly exclusive pets would be less harmful than taking away one of the game's best quality of life features. Please consider these changes and restore broader kiosk access. See, that is all valid. But people in the comments will be like, "Oh, you guys are just complaining." Like, no, that's valid. That was a really good post. A lot of people have made a lot of great posts in here. So it's just kind of up to KI on what they want to do. But I think at this moment, a lot of people, yeah, this is another one. Canceled my membership last week over the kiosk changes. I played Wiz and off for the better part of 15 years, but I think I'm done playing for this game. Yeah, it's like you're losing players for no reason. You're losing players just because of your ego. Like that's not good. When you have egotistical devs, that's not a good sign. Because when you have a big ego, you don't listen to criticism. You know, I kind of I don't even know if I do the same thing. I listen to a little bit of criticism. I listen to people's thoughts, but again, it's like I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know. It's kind of up to KI. So that's it for me. I just don't feel like logging into Wizard101 today, honestly. Even though I should be making some more raid keys. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys, about this whole situation. It's just really unfortunate. And it's just kind of really sad, you know? After watching the Summer Game Fest yesterday, like it just kind of opened my eyes to all these amazing games and just how awesome it is that the passion you feel for some of these game developers putting in this game. And then you got games like Wizard101 that just never make any sense to me, because it's like you have the opportunity and you have the potential to do so much more, but then you do literally quite the opposite, and it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would do that at all. It doesn't make any sense to me why you would do that, you know? Like, you have the potential to bring in even more players, but then you'll have updates like this. Like, literally, they had to put a 6 hour slow mode, right? They had to put a 6 hour slow mode in on the update feedback channel. Literally. For no they had to put it on for 6 hours. That's insane. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, it's like it's getting to the point, man. People are tired. People don't want to play this game anymore if you're going to act like that. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll keep you guys updated, but like, dude, this is just so bad. This is just really bad, man. We'll see what happens, but yeah, until then, I will talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys think about this whole summer update. Like I said, these people aren't complaining. This is valued feedback. This is really good constructive criticism. So if you're a bootlicker, then I'm sorry, but like, this is an L update. Like, regardless of what you think about Wizard101, like, if you love it or hate it, this is just an L update all around that affects everyone. So regardless if you like it or not. And even if you don't care about the content of the update, the quality of the update is really bad because of all the bugs and glitches. Beast Moon has been bugged for months, even though they said in this update that it was fixed in those patch notes, in the test run patch notes, that we literally just made a video about the test run patch notes. It doesn't make any sense why we are getting these bugs in live realm. It kind of just makes test realm feel like it's completely and utter garbage, and it's literally useless. What's the point of even doing test realm if we're gonna have all these bugs and glitches still, right? The whole guild visitor situation is bugged. They said that they couldn't go raiding. We had one in the raid. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And again, language switching also is a little bugged. I think the German interface also causes a few crashes and disconnects, and there's also a lot of inappropriate names that people are actually making with the new language switching thing. I'm not gonna show it, but yeah, it's all over the place. It's just like, I don't know. It honestly feels like a beta, you know? Like, if Wizard101 came out and said, all right, we're going to put the game in early access, I would be fine with that, because it's just acknowledging that this game is not complete. But, like, at the moment, this is rough. There's also an Aztec quest blocker as well. In order to fix that, you have to, like, enable classic mode off and on, which, again, I don't like these bugs, man. I don't know what's going on with this game. It's like every update just breaks the game even further, right? I don't know, man. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm exhausted talking about this game. It's so easy to make this game into a punching bag because they make it so easy. But I'm pretty sure that's not what they want to happen. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.